What's up, everybody? I'm Juicy Yuji, and today I'm here to guide you through the first 3 episodes of Musaigen no Phantom World. If you've watched the first 3 episodes of Phantom World and are on the fence as to whether or not you should continue, then this is the video for you. Now, I know a lot of you believe that you can't judge an anime by the first 3 episodes, but trust me, by 3 episodes you'll know if you like it or hate it. So let's get started. Musaigen no Phantom World, or as it's called in English, Myriad Colors Phantom World, is a fresh out of the oven anime by one of our favorites, KyoAni. And its synopsis goes a little something like this. In the near future, spirits and monsters are in full sight. A boy leads a group of people with special abilities as they plot against the massive organization that takes advantage of certain incidents and eventually know the truth about their world in the process. I was a little anxious about actually watching this because of how much hype it was getting, and I know how hype can really lead you into believing something is good when it isn't. So hype aside, I tried to give this a critical, down-to-earth, and fair review. Let's go ahead and get the character introductions out of the way, since that seems like the logical first step to take. In the first episode, we're introduced to our main character, Ichijo Haruhiko, your standard run-of-the-mill beta who is constantly berated by his peers and called useless anytime the female cast can spare the goddamn breath to do so. Hell, despite being the main character, he's standing in the background overshadowed by all of his female supporting members in the promotional art for this anime. Despite being the quiet, beta type,
何ですか?
何ですかじゃない。UFO が出るまで入ってくるな。
I actually kinda like him. He's not a bad character. He has vast knowledge, reads all the time, is really helpful in just about any situation despite what his members say. Hell, the bastard can even seal demons in a goddamn book. Or summon them for that matter if he draws them.
That's some badass shit.
But there is one flaw, don't get me wrong. Just one flaw that irks me to no end. And that's his goddamn stupid fucking hair. I mean, really, look at this shit. He has a goddamn antenna, like almost every other main character in the history of anime. They won't stop drawing this shit on almost everybody, and it really starts to piss me off. But hey, who am I to judge? I'm not an artist. I'm not even really a critic, I just sort of sit and watch anime and talk shit on it. The second character on the dream team is Kawakami Mai. Wait a minute. Kawakami? Holy shit, is she related to Momoyo? Did she train at Kawakami Temple? This explains everything, doesn't it? If you don't know what I'm referencing or talking about, go check out Majikoi, but make sure to read the visual novel. Don't watch the anime, don't be that guy. Don't do that to me. You wouldn't do that to a stranger, would you? Back on track, she plays the athletic, outward acting beauty and central eye candy piece for the show. I'm sure DeviantArt and Pixiv are having a field day by now. You know what I mean. Evidently, she's been working alongside the main character for a while now, fighting phantoms with a low success rate, as we can see in just about every episode. Moving on down the roster, we have Hazumi Reina, aka Gerby. You think I'm joking? No, really, she just eats everything.
And I love it.
She's just way too adorable. My heart can't fucking take it. Can I just take her home with me? She's introduced when Haruhiko is looking for some extra members and thinks it would be a great idea to try and eat her ass right off the fucking bat. Now that's a base main character right there. She actually accepts his offer after being bribed with food. Not too much focus on her within the first 3 episodes, but it is what it is. Shy and proper, what more could you want? The only bad thing I can say is that when you first hear her speak, her voice actress doesn't seem like it's a good match. By episode 3 I've already gotten used to it and it sounds like a good fit, but maybe I'm just being biased and easygoing on such a cute face. Not much of a focal point by episode 3, our next character is Minase Koito. Not much to say about her yet, other than she has some issues working with others, prefers to be alone. Also, what the hell is this?
調べ調べ調べ調べてしるべをとどめおけ。開け開け開け開けよ天地開闢の調べ。調べ調べ調べ調べて炎を知らしめせ。
I mean, seriously. What is that? The only real supporting characters worth mentioning this far are the loli with the teddy bear watching them from a distance, and a small phantom named Ruru. 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 It doesn't matter. Her real name is...
ジュゲムジュゲム五行のすり切れカイジャリ水魚の水魚松雲来松風来松クーネルところに住むところやぶら工事のブラ工事パイポパイポパイポの修輪岩のグーリンダイグーリンダイのポンポコピーポンポコナーの超救命の調査。
I don't know what to say about her other than she is noticed, but not really a main point yet. She isn't one of those characters that hides in the background, and some might find her annoying, but I take it as another humorous aspect. She's okay in my book. Characters aren't the only thing that decides whether or not you continue to watch an anime after a couple episodes. Some people find that art is a really big point of interest, and they'd hate to watch something or spend time if the art isn't great. Luckily, that isn't the case here. The art is fantastic. It's nice, it's colorful, vivid, the animation is fluid, and so far I haven't noticed any quality issues. It's real easy on the eyes, and honestly, it's probably worth watching just for the art. It isn't necessarily anything new, but it's well done, well crafted. I enjoy that they took the time to ensure that this was a finished project. I enjoy that they took the time to animate the parts that really, really count. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to take a moment, take a break from recording this.
This is important.
For those of you who watch an anime solely for its story, this might not be the one for you yet. Within the first 3 episodes, all I can really tell is that this is just chuuni, but the delusions are real. Nothing feels all that new to me just yet. Don't get me wrong, it's fun to watch, but there isn't anything serious to take home or write back to your family about. And you know what? That's okay. KyoAni can be back and forth with how heavy they want their stories, but for the most part they give a relaxed feel. You shouldn't go into this expecting the end of Evangelion, but rather for a quick smile and laugh, it's alright. From what we read in the synopsis, we know things are going to get more intense. We know there's going to be some sort of fight, some sort of problem that has to be fought against. But as far as the first 3 episodes are concerned, it's just the day-to-day lives of people living in a weird world. Personally, I enjoy when a story is made prevalent and is part of the viewing experience from episode 1. I don't want to wait an hour and a half or watch 3 episodes for nothing more important than character introduction, knowing that the story is out there, but they're just not giving it to me yet. As far as daily life hijinks go, it's alright, and though I would like a deeper story or something more intense, if this anime was to carry on the way it's going, with nothing but fun, it would be okay. It wouldn't be a bad anime. Nothing that intense, but I could live with it. Now let me tell you what this bad boy is really lacking in, and I mean it really needed it. A hook. They definitely haven't given me any single reason to continue watching this other than, hey, look at the pretty colors! This looks good, right? I know, as I just said, the more will be coming, but in the first 3 episodes you really want to know that you're getting into something good and not just watching for the sake of watching. They really have forsaken a meaning to continue. I've watched some other anime this season, and they've really pulled me in. And I mean, I'm practically waiting, chomping at the bit for that next episode to come out. This one, if I see a new episode's come out, I think, cool. I'll go check that out. I bet there's some more titties in this one, you know what I mean? But hey, I imagine that I'm speaking solely on personal preference, which isn't necessarily good for a reviewer, and I apologize. I look at this at the big picture though. If you want something soft and easy, that's what this is. KyoAni specializes in that. But I feel the only thing that's really here is the characters, and even they are copy-paste from other anime. You have your main character, who is exactly what every other KyoAni character is, hair flip included. A little fucking antenna. You have Mai, which is essentially Sento from Amagi Brilliant Park. Not that I'm gonna complain about that. And Reina acts mainly as just the shy, sensitive type that you see in every other anime. Don't get me wrong, they are unique in a sense that they have their own quirks, their own purpose. They aren't an exact 100% copy, but I just feel like I've seen each and every one of them before. I feel I should mention, this is a light novel adaptation. Some people might not care, and me, I only care a little bit, but it's enough to let me know that this is a studio doing somebody else's work. There was nobody in the studio that said, let's add this. There's only subtraction. For all I know, the original story had more of a push in the beginning, and the 3 episodes don't quite represent that. They just wanted to get across the characters. Especially the female ones. As I mentioned earlier, the female ones stand in the front while the main character stands in the back in the promotional art. It seems these days, more and more, it becomes truer and truer that the girls are what sells the anime. And it seems that that's the focus within these first few episodes. Can I complain? No. I'm a simple man. I like what I see. And I like what I see. But enough about the story. It is what it is. I'll take it at face value. It's nothing spectacular yet, but I feel like they've sown enough seeds to make it become something great. In episode 2, you see Ruru pick up what will inevitably be an important plot article. In episode 3, there's no mention of it, but I assume it'll come back stronger than ever later. And I can't wait to see exactly what it becomes. Now let me tell you about something that worries me, and it takes place in episode 3. In episode 3, we see the main character discussing that it's possible to download memories from another person. This is only worrisome because it comes out of nowhere, and they succeed. He brings it up, he's just like, hey, we can do this, baby, let's go. And it works. Now you might be like, what's the problem, Juicy? What's going on? You're being an asshole now. But the problem here lies in that in any given episode, they will have the potential to do whatever the hell they want, and we have to sit back and accept it for what it is, and digest it for what it is. A deus ex machina. This has always been bad writing, and in very few situations is it acceptable to actually pull this off. But if they can just do anything they want in any given episode, like download memories for fuck's sake, they can do that in the future with something far more extreme, maybe not quite as extreme. Who knows? They could do whatever the fuck they wanted. If they wanted to speak to God himself, who knows? They might be able to do it. Who am I to argue? I'm sure the main character knows. He's probably read a book on it. And he will probably succeed. There's nothing we can do about it. It's just bad story writing. Now, I speak solely on what I can assume will happen, and no, I don't think they will be that extreme about it. But it is something that I worry about. It is something that they did before. It's something that they have the chance to do again. If they did it in the first 3, who's to say that they won't do it any other episode? Now you're ready to hear me talk about some good things. Some things that I genuinely enjoyed from watching this anime, and things that I hope they continue with. For starters, I've only seen the first 3 episodes, that's what this entire video is about, but I feel like I've seen a whole hell of a lot more. One episode is extremely satisfying with how much they can fit in, yet it doesn't feel rushed or scrambled. The pieces fit together well, and I enjoy that. For instance, when they're on a mission to the girls' dorm, that alone was fulfilling. It was fun to watch, and I enjoyed it. But to push it further, Haruhiko tests his new ability to summon creatures. That was brand new. Before he could only seal them, and though he mentioned he wanted to try, this was the chance to show that. And then even further, Reina was shown to have a mysterious power of healing. I don't know where it came from, neither does she. I look forward to see that. I want to know what happened. And all this was done while demonstrating how sloppy they were with their duties and why they were so unsuccessful. Each and every episode felt like they accomplished way more than you can accomplish in 30 minutes. Watching it was extremely satisfying. I enjoyed that. I felt full for entertainment, and with every single episode that came out, I'd watch it, and it was good. Though the story itself might be a little all over the place and has yet to solidify, I really feel like this captures my attention. Maybe it's the colors, maybe it's just how happy and excited all the characters are for the world around them. But all in all, I felt though I could continue watching this and continue to be simply satisfied. Will this be something that I post on forums or shitpost on A about? No, probably not. All it is on there is just waifu fagging, and who am I to get in the way of that? I'm just gonna step back, grab my Reina Dakimakuro when that baby comes out. I know it is. I want to sit back and enjoy. After watching 3 episodes, there really isn't much more I can say. All in all, it comes down to art, story, characters, and very little more. So I think it's time to take this bad boy down to the shop, give her a rating. What do you say? Let's start by asking a very simple question. Something that really wraps up everything that I mentioned. What do I feel about Phantom World? It's nice. It's a comfortable show to watch. KyoAni made sure we could get warm this winter and watch something cozy. Friendship and happiness is abound, and shenanigans is on the menu. I dislike the lack of a driving story force, but I can live without it. I don't imagine this will hold anything to keep it in your memory throughout the years, nor do I think this will be a classic to be remembered, but that's okay. It's a seasonal anime. It's a tiny morsel of a bite in the entire sea that's out there. And if you're hungry for something small, an entertainment snack, this will probably satisfy you quite well, I imagine. So now, time for the Juicy Yuji final verdict. Will I continue watching this after only 3 episodes? And the answer? Drumroll, please. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, if I have to. It's not really that bad, I guess. I'll continue to watch this through. And who knows, it might surprise me. I hope it will. But I won't be disappointed if it doesn't. I'd highly recommend watching it, but only at face value. Don't expect too much. This isn't for serious plot, but for those soft, easy-going charms that most of you seem to love. And if you haven't picked it up, give it a try. Or do as I did, and give it that 3-episode rule. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this very juicy production. If you didn't, get lost, I don't want you kind around here. But if you did, drop a like, subscribe, and leave down in the comments another anime that you would like me to do the 3-episode rule on. In the event that when this anime is completed, you all want to hear a full review on this anime, go ahead and let me know. I don't think I would mind. After all, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to serve. Anything you want, let me know. I'm flexible. With this being a new channel and all, tell me how I can better serve you guys. I'm not the best at these reviews, so if there's something that I should pay more or less attention to, you should tell me. It would mean a lot. Stay safe and don't watch any bad anime out there. See you next time. Your friend and reviewer, Juicy Yuji, signing out.